What's going on, everybody? Sean McInnes and Aaron Sampson here at EA's Summer Showcase here at the Redwood Shores campus, the EA headquarters, basically. And we just got a chance to check out some new gameplay of the Armored Kill expansion pack coming to Battlefield 3 in September. Aaron, it's sort of the answer to what everybody was clamoring for when Close Quarters came out. They were like, what happened to the vehicles? What happened to the huge Battlefield maps? And that's kind of what they showed here today, right?
So yeah, we saw a map called Armored Shield, which is basically part of the Armored Kill expansion.
It kind of looks like the Caspian border map. It's this big, open, grassy field, right?
Yeah, so it has a large central field. It's a King of the Hill type match with basically the Russians and the Americans starting on opposite sides of the map and then converging on this kind of bombed out field for control of a single flag.
Yeah, we should mention that the mode we were playing is this new mode called Tank Superiority, and it's essentially, like you said, it's King of the Hill, or as I like to put it, it's basically Conquest with just a single flag right in the middle of the map.
Or you could consider it Close Quarters for tanks.
Close Quarters for tanks, basically. I like to call it tanks but no tanks, except that there are plenty of tanks. And basically the way it works is that there's about 4 or 5 different tanks, or LAVs as well,
It's about a 1 tank to 4 tank killer ratio.
Okay, so you've got basically 5 vehicles on either side, and everybody hops into one of those vehicles at the start of the match, and then you're all just converging.
Hopefully everybody hops into a vehicle.
If you have a nice teammate, you get in one, but if not, you're running on your own. And you're all converging in the center of the map, and it really concentrates the action. That whole area around Flag A, also known as the only flag in this match type, there's a lot of crazy tank action, and they've tweaked some of the sliders in the game, so the tanks will actually instantly respawn when they get destroyed, so you're not waiting quite as often back at the base as you would normally be. And the interesting thing about this map is that if you're not in a tank, you're not totally boned, because there's all these sort of like hollowed out craters
So
along
there
the
are
way.
definitely things for engineers and recon to do. Those are the main 2 classes that are going to be successful on this map.
Yeah.
There was definitely some engineers hanging in the wings of the map, dropping rockets on the tanks.
Yeah.
And then you could potentially use recon to counter snipe some of those guys.
Yeah.
But outside of those 2 classes, you're going to be hating life a little bit if you don't have a tank.
Yeah, I mean, playing as the assault, it doesn't seem like you're going to have much luck because the dead bodies tend to be spaced so far apart, and you're really running in the middle of a war zone if you're dashing across the map to another dead body to revive them. And for support, it's just like you have to do a lot of running to plant C4.
Now, there was also some issues that we found with spawn camping.
Yeah, particularly on the Russian spawn base. To me, it seemed like there was a little bit of unevenness. Like the American spawn base, you spawn in this sort of lower area, but there's a nice ridge protecting you from that main valley where all the tanks are.
Yeah, whereas the Russian side was pretty much
almost completely downhill.
Yeah, it was also recessed, but the American team could just get up on the hill and just basically destroy them before they could even get out of the gate.
Yeah, so that might be something to keep an eye on. And the other thing is that you had mentioned to me something interesting, which is that this mode could be a lot of fun, or it could get boring fairly quickly.
Yeah, being a King of the Hill match, that can be a lot of fun for like a short period of time. The problem is it's not a rotating King of the Hill match.
Yeah.
So basically, once you've figured out how to defend the central point and you've done your close quarters tank battles, you know, after you've played this map a couple times, there's not like another flag that you guys can then run off to and defend.
It's that one concentration of players. So it'll be, I mean, it's sort of one of those things where it'll be great for that instant gratification of you know where to go for the action, but at the same time, you know where to go, and there's not quite as much mystery and intrigue, so it'll be interesting to see how the life of this mode plays out in Armored Kill.
So yeah, very interesting that you have basically a tight tank map on an expansion that also has some of the largest maps in Battlefield history.
Yeah, exactly, and on this mode here, they have sectioned it off, so we didn't get to see the full thing. So we'll be able to see more of this map and the rest of the Armored Kill expansion, hopefully before that comes out in September.